Hello, welcome back to Cinderella Math. Today I'll be just graphing lines, so graphing linear equations. I have about 20 minutes to get this video done, so if I don't get all the examples I want to do done in this time, I will do a second video. I would say this is for people in about Algebra 1, but if you're a little bit younger or a little bit older than that, you're fine. But it's kind of geared toward Algebra 1. All right. See, I tried to copy and paste a grid. Is it going to let me do it? No, it's fine. All right. So if a line comes to us in slope-intercept form, that's the best thing that can happen if we're going to graph it. There are other forms, but slope-intercept, which is y equals mx plus b, is the best for graphing. So I'm going to do those first. So the ones that are already in this good form, which I call Cinderella form. I have another video on why I call it that. All right, so let's do example 1. Y equals 3x plus 2. This b value is your y-intercept. So this plus 2, positive 2, is our y-intercept. So on our y-axis, from the origin, which is smack in the middle, come up 2. 1, 2, put a point. And now that 2 is done. You can even scratch it off. He served his purpose. The m value, or the coefficient of x, is our slope. Okay? Slope, though, needs to be a fraction because it helps us move. Slope, when it's positive, is rise over run, and that 3 is positive. So we're going to rewrite that 3 as 3 over 1. Any whole number can automatically be turned to a fraction by putting it over 1. And that's our slope, which is known as m. Think of mountain slope. So from that first point, which is blue in my picture, we're going to rise 3, run 1. And you're going to run to the right. So up 1, 2, 3, right 1. Do it again. Up 1, 2, 3, right 1. And then you can also go the opposite way. So instead of up and right, come back to that starting point, which is blue in my picture. Come down 3. 1, 2, 3, left 1. Down 1, 2, 3, left 1. Connect your points, arrows on both sides because lines go on forever. Okay, I know my picture's not great because I don't have graph paper. I tried to copy and paste some. I don't know. I don't know what I did wrong. It's good enough. It's fine. Okay? Let's do one with a negative slope. Oh, and by the way, since positive slope will always be rising from your left to your right. If you write your name on here or just pretend to, like in your mind, your name should be going upward. Or you can draw a little stick finger. This little stick dude should be walking upward. Okay? Let's do another one that's also in slope-intercept form. Okay, this is example 2. Let's do y equals negative 2/3 x minus 1. Again, that's already in our good form. This back number, the 1 by itself, is our y-intercept. So we're going to come from the origin, that's negative 1, so down 1. Put your first point. He's done. Okay, now this slope is negative. When it's negative, so this one was for positive slope, back up at the top of the paper here. When slope is negative, we fall, then run. Okay, so we have negative 2/3. If the negative was off to the side, put it on the top. That's my hint there. So we're going to fall 2, run to your right 3. So from that orange dot down 2, fall, right 3. Do it again. Down 2, right 3. And again, it's not perfect because I don't have graph paper. It's fine. Go the opposite. So instead of down and right, come up 2, left 3. And that's good enough. Connect your dots, arrows on both sides. You'll notice that a negative line is falling from left to right. If you put your stick guy on, he's skiing down the mountain. Or if you write your name on there, your name will be slanted downward because it's a negative slope. Okay. Really, that's all there is to it. If it's already in slope-intercept form, I'll show you one that could be a trick. Example 3, what if it's just y equals x? There is an invisible plus 0. We need that in there because that's our y-intercept. So put your y-intercept right at the origin. And then I don't see a slope either. That is an invisible 1. Make it a fraction, 1 over 1. So since that's positive, we're going to rise 1, run to your right 1. Rise 1, right 1. Rise 1, right 1. Or down 1, left 1. Down 1, left 1. Okay, so sometimes things are invisible. If you're missing this back number, it's a 0. If you're missing a slope, it's a 1. If it was y equals negative x, you're missing a negative 1. Okay, so just always put in your invisible stuff. Alrighty. If real fast, last variation we could have of this, I might have to do 2 videos. Let me see. Okay, we got this. Example 4. They could switch the order. They could say y equals 5 minus 4x. Switch it around. We want the x stuff first and the constant last because that's the way the format, the Cinderella, aka slope-intercept form is. You are allowed to switch stuff around. So this would be y equals negative 4x, and then that's just a normal 5. That is positive 5. These are the same. Do this one. Okay, now this is our y-intercept at 5. So from the origin, that's a positive 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's done. This is our slope. Make it a fraction. It's negative, so we're going to go down 4, right 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, right 1. Do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, right 1. Up, 1, 2, 3, 4, left 1. So this is a pretty steep line. The bigger your slope gets, the steeper the line gets. All right, that's about it. Okay. If it's in slope-intercept form. What if it's in standard form? Standard. So standard form looks like this. AX plus BY equals C. You can graph from this form, but you don't want to. If they give you a problem like this and the question is to graph it, you're going to switch it into slope-intercept. I have a whole video on this called like converting standard to slope-intercept. This is what I call the Cinderella method, which this channel is named after. I will briefly go over it here, but if you feel like you need more practice, go on my Algebra 1 playlist and find that converting video from standard to slope-intercept. Okay, so this will be example 1 of this type. 2x plus 3y equals 9. Now that's a line, and it's a fine line, but I just can't immediately graph that. That's in standard form. Let's Cinderella and turn it into the pretty slope-intercept form. The y is Cinderella, and she needs to be alone to get ready for the dance. You're going to move the x stuff over here, and x gets in the carriage first because look at the formula, mx. He needs to be first. So we're going to subtract 2x because that'll get it off. Subtract 2x. So we now have 3y equals negative 2x, and that 9 is just positive 9. Well, again, the Cinderella's not quite alone. She needs to be alone so she can get all the attention. Divide 3, get it off. And you do that all the way over here. So we're now looking at y equals negative 2/3 x. Leave the fraction. If it reduces, reduce it, but that one doesn't. And then 9/3, well, that's 9 divided 3, which is 3. Now you can graph that very easily. 1, 2, 3, y-intercept. Slope is down 2, right 3. Down 1, 2, right 3. Up 1, 2, left 3. And again, my graphs aren't perfect because I don't have graph paper, but it's good enough. You can always go to Desmos to check. All right, let's do that again. So definitely harder, for sure, because you have to do that conversion first. There is a way around the conversion, but it doesn't really make life any easier, and your graphs don't come out as precise. So this is example 2 of this. Let's do 4x minus y equals 2. Okay, we want y by herself. We're going to subtract 4x off, bring him over. That's negative y, negative 4x with a positive 2. There's an invisible negative 1. Put it in, but we want y by herself so she can get ready for the ball. Divide that negative 1 all the way across, giving us y equals negative divide negative would be positive 4x. 2 divide negative 1 would be negative 2. And there she is in the good format. Our y-intercept. There's the origin. Come down. 1, 2. Boop. He's done. Put this over 1. That's positive. So we're going to come up 4, right 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, right 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, right 1. Or down. 1, 2, 3, 4, left 1. Again, not perfect, but it's good enough. Boom. Okay, if you need more practice with the conversions, go to my other video. I did not graph in that one, I don't think. I just converted from standard to slope-intercept. So if you want more practice, I do have that for you. And I'll do one more example here, then I'll do a few weirdos, and then I'll be done. Example 3 of this version. Let's do okay, you'll notice that this is not exactly standard form because it's supposed to be the X, then the Y, but sometimes they'll try to trick you and switch them. That's okay. It doesn't matter. You're still going to put it in Cinderella form. You still want this Y by herself. So let's move the X stuff. You would add 2X, get that off, add 2X. So that's 6Y is positive 2X, and that's a normal positive 18. And then divide by 6 to get that y by herself. Divide, divide. 2/6 reduces. They're both even. Divide by 2 would be 1/3. Keep the x. 18 divided 6 is 3. And now we're in business. We have a y-intercept of 3 from the origin. 1, 2, 3. Boop. It's positive 3, so that's why we went up. And we have a slope of 1/3. It's positive, so we're going to come up 1, right 3. Up 1, right 3. Do it again. Up 1, right 3. Or down 1, left 3. Good enough. Boom. Arrows on both sides, always. Lines go forever in both directions. And now I just have a couple weirdos that you don't have to put in this form. Let's talk very quickly about vertical and horizontal lines. Vertical lines are always going to be x equals a number. So if you get an equation and the question is graph this, x equals 3, you're going to come on the x-axis, 1, 2, 3. Hit it and make a vertical line. Because if you think about it, that point is 3, 0. There's 3, 1. There's 3, 2. There's 3, -1. Every point on this vertical line has an x value of 3. So if you get x equals a number, boom, vertical line, done. Okay? How about x equals -2? You become 1, 2. There's -2. Put a point. Straight vertical. That's it. The end. Still arrows on both sides. Okay, let me clear that and let's talk about horizontal. It's just as easy, but it's going to be y equals a number. Y equals some number. Y equals 4. You're going to come on your y-axis. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put a dot and go straight horizontal. Sorry, I missed the dot, but you get my point. Still arrows, because if you think about it, that point is over 0, up 4. Here's 1, 4. Here's 2, 4. Here's -1, 4. Every point on this horizontal line has a y value of 4. Okay? Technically, this has slope 0 because we could write this one as y equals 0x plus 4. The x lines, the vertical lines, have slope undefined. They don't have a slope, technically. Okay, let me do one more y. Let's do y equals -5. On the y-axis, down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, put a point, straight horizontal. Done. All right, again, this was a quick review. If you're in pre-algebra, algebra 1, hopefully this was enough. If you need more, just please comment below and I can make another video. If you're in algebra 2 or geometry or reviewing for SATs, hopefully this was a nice review. I hope you're doing well and having a great day. Bye-bye.